Okay, I'm just going to talk about how we can modify this arrow on this dimension here. And what you can do is click on the arrow or on the dimension, and then if you just hover over the blue grip, you present it with this menu, and you can use the flip arrow option by clicking on it, and then just flip that. Stretch will just make it move. So if we just leave that back for now, there's a couple of other things I can show you here, and one of them is here we can turn off that line that goes to the center, and that mark remains, but we can turn that off from here as well. None, for example. And basically that's that there. Under text, there's some other additional stuff that you can also do. For example, down here under the text override, you could add some note to it, for example. You could go like that. That means maintain the number that's in there and add some text to it. You might say I got 3 of those 23 radiuses, so you put X 3 for example, and if I go enter, it adds that number. Alright, that's a good thing. But for example, if say we stretch this thing here, that's the dimensional update. The dimension didn't update, but if I move that to that, it didn't update, unfortunately. The idea is if the number updates, then that will remain, the 23 will become 25, say, but the times 3 will remain in there. So yeah, I mean, typically it works better with a linear one. So if I measured this here to there, across here, that's what it is. 25.14, only because it's not set up probably looks like that, but you know, you could just quickly fix that up. So it looks right. Just make it round into 0. So that number is like that. So if I wanted to click on here, I could go to the text, which is further down the bottom of the text section, by putting in the shift key in this one and the other one, greater than, less than, greater than. It maintains a number, and I could say, for example, something over all dimension or something like that. Yeah. So that'll keep that. But if this thing grows, the theory has it changes and the dimension changes, that's become 43. There's a few other little tricks as well. What is it, I think the option screen is, you can do it by highlighting something and right clicking is one way, or control 1, it'll bring the option screen up. There's a couple of different places as well you can get it. But under here, while we're talking about dimensioning, if I wanted the overall to be on the next line, so it'll do that. It'll just put it all, give it an extra enter by simply putting the backslash P. No space in between here. These are sort of advanced sort of tools, but and you can put the usual stuff as well in here, like percent D for degrees and things like that if you needed that, for example. Alright. So that has been today's training.